Hello everyone and welcome back to our class for Filmora for Basics for Beginners. And for this lesson, I'm going to show you how you can do editing for audios and add transitions to audios. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have opened up a untitled project over here, a new project. Now, in order for us to edit an audio, I'm going to go ahead and first import an audio. So I went to audio over here. You can find all the resources here for Filmora underneath audios over here. As you can see, there are various forms of categories that you can import your audio from, or if you want to only import your own custom audio that you have recorded, you can go to mine over here and you can go to downloads where you can see where you have downloaded all the audios from Filmora, and you can also go to mine music. And you can left click on this one to import any music that you want from your own drive. But for now, I'm going to go to music over here and going to hip hop here. I'm just going to go ahead and import a music. Now, once I play it, as you can see, there's audio over here, so I'm going to go ahead first zoom out and trim this. Now, in case for us to learn, what I'm going to do is first clip this so that it's like about 10 seconds. So there you go, it's about 10 seconds here. Then I'm going to go ahead and import another audio over here. Just going to go ahead and download. Now this audio over here is much more bigger, so I'm going to go ahead and also trim this to 10 seconds. Now, in case for audios and videos, the audios layer go from top to bottom and the videos go from bottom to top. So it's the case for those. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim this audio back down to 10 seconds over here. There you go. Now I'm going to place them side by side so that I can show you how you can add those transitions in. Then I'm going to show you how you can edit those audios. Now what I'm going to do is drag this and put this on below over here. So in case for videos, as I said before, the videos go from bottom to top and the audios go from top to bottom. So I'll now go to transitions over here. As you can see, transitions. You can go to audio as well. Or transitions, audio transitions, yes. Now you have audio transitions over here, as you can see. Now you have very few audio transitions here. You have constant gain, constant power, exponential fade, logarithmic fade. So I'm going to go ahead, place my marker over here and play it. As you can see, there's a gap in there, so it's very noticeable for your ears to hear. So I'm going to play it so that you can hear it much more clearly. So now I'm going to add in an audio transition. So I'm going to put that right over here. It's going to download and apply it on there. Now I'm going to play it from the beginnings, and now let's hear it. As you see, it transitioned very smoothly between those two. Now the transition will only work and it will be only smooth when both of these audios have the same bitrate. Now if I were to zoom in much more and let me go towards the right. Now, as you can see, the levels over here, the audio levels over here, this audio has much more higher level than this audio here. So what I can do is give a audio transition for a logarithmic fade, for example. So let me put it over here. Now I'll just zoom out so that you can hear it and see how it is like. As you saw that it's much more better than before. Now, if I were to give exponential fade, try to notice the difference. The constant gain makes it so that both audios play at the same time while transitioning. The logarithmic fade made it so that this audio toned down, then almost went non-existent, then this audio came in with a fade. So now I'm going to go ahead and play this so that you can see and hear how it sounds like. So this is much more stronger than the logarithmic fade. So now let's go ahead and see what constant power gives us for the audio transition. So constant power and constant gain both are very similar, and exponential fade and logarithmic fade are much more similar. So that's basically it on how you can add those transitions in. So now let's go ahead and edit our audio. So to manually edit the volume of our audio from this audio track over here, you see this line. As you see this line over here, the straight horizontal line, if I were to decrease it down, it will decrease the volume down. You can also see it on the right side panel over here that the volume got decreased. Now if I were to hold it and increase it, it will also increase the volume. So let's keep it at 0 now and get that out of there. Now, on the right side here, audio, you'll see all the tools and utilities you can do to make sure that you have the perfect audio over here. So you have sound balance over here, left or right. So you can make it so that the audience of whom you are trying to give this audio file to, or give any kind of work which has audio to, you can make it so that they can hear it from the left side or the right side if they're using a headphone. Or if this for studio case, and if the studio has like surround sound, then people will hear it from the left side. And if you were to put it towards the right side, then people will hear it from the right side. Now you have the fade in, the fade out. So if I were to like do fade in, it will give a fade into the audio. And if I were to give a fade out, it will give a fade out to the audio, as you can see here on the right side. So I can give a fade in so that the audio from the beginning like revs up the volume. So it starts from 0 and it continues upwards. Now, if you want to customly add fade ins and fade out, you can go to the start under the volume here. You can add the timestamp over here or the keyframe over here, and do basically using the keyframe, as I've showed you before, how you can use the keyframe. So you can manually edit the volume there as well. Now, if you were to edit any kind of single specific audio file, like for example, let me zoom in. Let's say I want to edit this segment. Let's say I go over here, go to the select in over here, and go here, go select out over here. So if you want to, like, let's say edit this part, you can just select them and cut them over here. As you see, you can like, it's okay if you do not also select the in and out. You can press escape to deselect that. You can go ahead and let's say decrease the volume over here so that you can decrease the volume like that. So it's completely up to you on how you can create your own or edit your own audio over here. You can increase or decrease your volume. Then you have a denoise, where you can denoise any kind of background noise if you have. You can deverb it, you can hum removal. So if there's like any kind of humming kind of sound in the background, you can go ahead and remove that from as well. Then you can also remove any kind of hiss type sound, like or snaky type of skinning kind of sound that you might hear. An example would be cricket noise during the nighttime, right? So it's basically for those kind of noise. So Filmora's audio system here will recognize the humming kind of sound, the hiss kind of sound, and it will reduce them depending on how you have activated and how much power you have given here for them to remove. So that's basically it on how you can go ahead, add transitions between audio, increase the volume, decrease the volume, add some audio mixtures, and change the options. You also have equalizer here, so you can have some presets here as well. So that's basically it. It's very simple forwarded. You can go ahead and tweak them as you like. You can go ahead and use them to your own, experiment on their own, because there's no specific audio like preset. Like you can give any kind of preset over here. But if you want to create something very custom, something very unique, then you have to fiddle around with these settings and see which settings works best with your project. And I'll be ending the lesson over here right now, and I'll be seeing you guys in our next lesson.